Hey guys, it's Keisha Dixon, the Tapping Queen, and I wanted to share with you what just happened. I was walking down the block, making my way to Dunkin' Donuts, and about a block away, I saw a couple, and this man was harassing this woman, and I could just see it. Hi, Jasmine. I could just see from her body language of her trying to like kind of duck and weave and get away from him. Hi, Lori. Hi, Andre. Trying to get away from him. I knew that he was harassing her. And so I'm like a block away and I'm walking at my pace and just kind of watching what's happening. And earlier today, I had posted an energetic exercise that I do when somebody has crossed your boundaries and you need to stand up for yourself. So I'm doing that in my head, right? Because I'm walking down the street. I'm doing that in my head. And now I'm about half a block from them, and she turned to go into a store, and he was waiting outside as I made my way to the store, and she came back out, and he started harassing her again, and she's trying to get away from him, right? So still about half a block away. And so I yelled out. Meanwhile, there are lots of men on the street who are completely ignoring what is happening. This woman is being harassed, completely being harassed by this man. So I yelled out, "Miss, hey miss," and they both turn around. Now I've done my energetic stop, just stop. I put up my boundaries, knowing that I was setting a boundary not only for myself, but for her, and I was not going to be in battle with him, but she was no longer going to be harassed by him either. So she turned around, they both turned around, and I walked closer and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm just trying to get away from him." He couldn't even look at me. Like, he tried to look at me and couldn't. And I'm standing there with my 51-year-old self, empowered and in my body. And I absolutely had my boundary set up that I am not going to be in battle with him, and he is not going to further offend my eyes by causing me to witness this harassment of this woman. And so I said, do you want a cab? And she's like, "No." I said, "Well, then let me walk with you." He yelled, "Really?" And then he walked away, because the exercise works. And when you start showing up as your most empowered self, it doesn't only affect you. Good morning, Cheryl. It doesn't only affect you. Hi, Agnes. It affects those around you. So often in personal development work, there's this regression, right? Where we're healing what happened previously in our lives. But if in your transformation and personal development work, if you aren't able to show up differently, and trust me, when I say I was showing up as my most empowered self, and that's very different from a way I would have shown up 2, 3, 4 years ago. 2, 3, 4 years ago, well, 3 or 4 years ago, I would have been that woman being harassed on the street with no one helping her. But in this moment, because my transformative work, my transformation and my personal development work not only heals what's happened in the past, the traumas from the past, but also heals forward, I was able to show up in my most empowered, embodied queen state that said, without me speaking the words, "Stop. Just stop. I'm setting this boundary for myself and this woman, and I will not be in battle with you." And he had to walk away. And I followed her a few blocks away, and then I went and I got my Dunkin' Donuts, and he never came back. I'm Keisha Dixon. I just wanted to share happy almost New Year to you, Agnes. Thank you so much. Hi, good morning, Kimberly. I'm Keisha Dixon, the Tapping Queen, creator of the Monetize Your Mind Success System and author of Visibility Vixens for Sisters and White Girls too. If you are on a personal development journey, and yet you haven't quite shown up as this next greatest version of you, this empowered version of you, I invite you to jump on an exploration call with me. The call is free, about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's explore what the most empowered version of you looks like. Have a great day, everyone.